Hey, easy peasy transition. Now that I am unmuted, we can begin. Hello again. It's us. We're back with the fantastic world and game of Mouse Guard. We are also not live.
I was just about to tell you, I'm pretty sure we just oh my god.
Oops. But where are our beautiful faces?
Would have been an amazing entrance.
I know, it was pretty...
Right? Right?
And I just realized I never finished getting your picture fixed. So it's just this giant mouse face taking up, like, a good half of the, like, the box you're in. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I think that's better.
There we go.
I think, yeah. Okay, hey, we're back. Oh god. Ah! Hello, it's us.
Beautiful.
We're here to come play a wonderful game about mice. And all of my players here, who are with their little mouse characters and stuff, are going to be going on a little adventure back into the saddle for some, and brand new for others. But, we're happy to be here. Hi, guys. I really don't have anything to open with. I don't have a new announcement for the giveaway, because we got that done. Chase Valiant won. We don't really have a new... We still don't have room for a actual, like, bar, but that's perfectly fine. So we're going to jump right into it with a little visit to Lockhaven. So, actually, for, when I'm not referring to Cedric, what do you want me to call you, sir?
Me?
Yeah,
Hello?
Is it the Discord name, Dragon?
No, it's Owen.
Oh, sorry?
Owen.
Okay, Owen, I gotcha! Okay, anyways. So, Owen, you've never played Mouse Guard before, right?
I have never played Mouse Guard before.
Alright, we are going to get you started. So, and also for any viewers who don't know what Mouse Guard is, it is based on these lovely little comics created by David Peterson. And in this fantastic world are little mice. These little mice, however, have lots of problems, particularly with predators, you know, snakes, foxes, that sort of thing. And we also have to struggle with the changing of the seasons. Simple acts of nature can outright ruin a mouse's life and their whole town as well. But these mice are clever, these mice are intelligent, and they have developed a society that is able to live and prosper, thanks to the efforts of the Mouse Guard. The Mouse Guard is this fantastic group of mice who are both fighters, warriors, scientists, and doctors. Very handy and knowledgeable about the world they are in, and some of them a little bit too fearless for their own good when it comes to protecting what they care for. Particularly, you know, everything I just told you. The Mouse Guard makes their home inside Lockhaven. And Lockhaven is this fantastic citadel of stone and ivy. And, Owen, is Cedric,
Friends help each other.
Oh gosh, friends... Granny Weasley, well thank you for hosting the stream. It's good to see that host. We appreciate it. You're not from Lockhaven, correct?
No, I am from Spruce Tuck, I believe.
Oh man, Spruce Tuck is gonna be the death of me.
Why?
Because there's so many mice from Spruce Tuck.
I'm from Spruce Tuck.
Spruce Tuck is like the most popular town. Everybody loves it. And I also noticed, your character, I believe, is very young. Did you just recently become a guard's mouse?
Yes.
Oh my. Well, I'm going to go ahead and begin with you in Lockhaven. It has not been a long time since you received your fantastic navy blue cloak. And for the first part of spring, you were still working with your mentor, sort of just getting gelled into the outfit, as it were, doing little deliveries here and there to nearby towns, and I don't know, maybe having a little buffet with a toad, perhaps, but that's as much excitement as you have gotten. Until one day, your are called into Gwendolyn's office. Gwendolyn is the matriarch of the Mouse Guard. She is sort of like the head presence that sends the patrols out into the territories. And she is she's a little intimidating, to say the least, for a new, fresh guards mouse. Your mentor was not called here. The rest of your patrol was not called here. And in fact, the patrol has not been on any missions for summer. You have been called here pretty much, as it were, on the spot. And as you approach, just tell me what is Cedric feeling right now, I suppose.
Cedric is overly extroverted. So he's not that afraid, to be honest. He's more excited to meet the leader of everything and hoping to give off a good impression.
Nicely. So as you enter, you definitely notice that Gwendolyn's summer season of work is hectic, to say the least. She's ensuring that all the towns have enough patrols, because lots of animals, now that they're done with spring, are beginning to flourish and blossom into a mating season, and are looking for a lot of food, as well as making food for the mouse territories as well. So you see that her desk is littered with tokens for various patrols and caravans that are going in between. But there's another factor on that table that catches your eye, and it's the talk of Lockhaven. It is this little patch beyond the scent border, this Tapper's Point. Tapper's Point is what appears to be, from the rumors you've gathered, a new settlement. One that is being carved out of the wild country beyond the scent border. And if you don't know, the scent border is this little border of chemicals that are just unbearable for certain, large predators or animals that could wreak havoc in the territories. It keeps them at bay, keeps them from wandering in, and keeps the territories safe. But Gwendolyn has the high aspiration of extending the scent border and creating a new town to help ensure that this happens. Tapper's Point used to be an outpost, but now it's turning into a full-fledged place to live. You catch her eye, and Gwendolyn is a blonde mouse, middle-aged. She also has a blue cloak, but it's a little touch lighter than yours. And she gives you a nod and just gestures to a desk, and very openly and eagerly says, Cedric, good to see you. Take a seat, please. Do you, tea, anything like that?
If I could get a cup of tea, that would be swell. Thank you very much.
Certainly. And she quickly pours you a dandelion tea in this little brass cup and just slides it on over to you. And says, how have you liked the guard so far?
I haven't been in it for long, but it's been, it's been pleasant.
That's good. I'm curious on what you would say if I had a special mission for you.
I would be honored to do such a task.
Good. Over here, and her paw slides over to Tapper's Point, and she says, I've received good reports, for the most part, on this new endeavor that I started in spring. Unfortunately, one of the mice there, he's suffered a grievous wound. I've only recently gotten word of it. Now I know that they're well supplied now than they were before, but I would like there to be just a checkup. Could you go to Tapper's Point, find the mouse named Pepperjack, ensure that his condition is stable, and give me a medical report if you can, and then a secondary report on Tapper's Point and its progress, if you would.
Absolutely, I would be more than willing to do so.
Good. This is important. I want to have a fresh pair of eyes and ears.
Of course.
The road there is well traveled. You should have no trouble getting there. But please do be careful, alright?
I will. I always do.
Excellent. Well, best of luck. She sort of claps you on the shoulder and takes her brass cup back because you didn't really take a sip of it and just sits back down.
I so did.
Oh, and then she just says, "I didn't forget. I didn't forget." And she pours it into a little canteen for you.
Thank you very much.
But now it's time to play the game. So here's what happens, sir. We are in the GM's turn right now. That means it's my turn to sort of shove your character into the story, and it's up to you to roll dice in order to succeed. Gwendolyn has, from the looks of it, given you a task to travel to Tapper's Point. As such, you're probably going to need to make a check. So what I would like you to do is I went ahead and tried to show you guys the dice roll that we'll be using. Do you see it, Owen?
I believe so.
Alright, all you have to do is copy and paste the /R D6 greater than 4, put it into the chat, and then don't hit enter yet, because we have to collect your dice.
Right.
So, from the sounds of it, this is going to be a Pathfinder check to get all the way from Lockhaven to Tapper's Point, which is way over there. So it seems as though you have a 3 in Pathfinder. That means you have 3 6-sided dice to roll. But I wonder if you could get any more. Let's see. There are 2 ways you can grab more dice, Owen. You can get it from other mice if they can offer you helping dice, but because you're making this trip solo, you won't be able to do that. So you're going to have to reach into your knowledge and your special characteristics that are your traits in order to make this as pleasant as possible. So, if you like, it looks like you have hidey hole wise. I think that'll be useful for going along this trail by yourself.
Right.
So what I think we'll do is you can go ahead and add your hidey hole wise. That gives you a +1 to your roll. So you're rolling 4 dice now.
Right.
Now, it looks like you have inquisitive, generous, and extrovert as your traits. I'm not sure if any of those could help you on a Pathfinder check.
I'm thinking extroverted. If I come across anyone along the way, I could ask them for assistance, just to double check that I'm on the right path. Or if I see, I need something else, like maybe I'm low on drink or food, I'll be like, hey, is there any way that you could spare some for traveling?
Sure.
Oscar.
I think that's doable. And let's go ahead and get that set up for you. Go ahead and use Inquisitive. You can't use it again for this session, but you can use it right now for a +1.
I think I'll pass on the +1 for that, and I'll use that elsewhere.
Oh, okay. In that case, you're rolling 4 dice, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what I want you to do is just put a 4 in front of that D, and you'll be rolling 4 dice.
Right.
All right. And this is going to be an obstacle 2, so that means you just need 2 successes.
Right. Okay. So, did that work?
Let's see. You got 1 success, sadly.
Oh no.
Oh no. But here's another thing you can do.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and try to use one of your fate points, which is the only one you have, to explode that 6? And that means you can roll again.
Okay.
So that's how fate points sort of work. You can use a fate point when you roll a 6 in order to re-roll it and try to get more successes. And you only need 2, so there's a 50-50 chance of maybe getting a success on this.
Do we still have a community pool left?
Yeah, we have lots of community pool stuff, but since this is sort of like a tutorial role, we'll just
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can do that. That's fine.
Okay. So roll another d6.
/r.
Oh, and make sure you don't put a space in the greater than sign.
Yes. So it's 2 more or 1 more? 1 more.
Just 1.
Okay. 1. 6. Great. Nope. Great. 4. Hang on. Okay, we'll just get that out.
Oh.
Way.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there we go. That works.
Wonderful, you got another 6. Now, if you still needed more successes, you could keep rolling that because you got a 6. But beyond that, it looks like you've succeeded. Let's see. I think you're all done. You are going to be able to make it to Tapper's Point without any hassle on your part. That means I won't invoke a twist, which is basically your test gets your result gets a complication. And sometimes that's bad. Usually it's bad. Actually, it's usually horrible. But that
it's always bad for. It's always bad.
Well, that's what the bow is for.
It hurts every time.
You could also get a condition. So if you would have failed this test, I probably would have given you like hungry or thirsty or like tired or something like that, because it's a long trek.
Right.
But let's see. Now that you have made it to Tapper's Point, we'll go ahead and get you set up. We're still trying to get our last player, Toxic, in here. Bear with me as I try to help them get in. Oh, gracious! I don't remember his. Yeah, it is a bit sad that he seems to have a lot of problems on Discord. Copy link. Drop that in. So he should be here right as rain. Apologies for this. Let me get that there. Okay. So that's all I could do. We'll see if he pops up. For now, let's continue with Cedric. You know the instant you pass the scent border. And the rest of your journey is pretty fair and not too dangerous. You push forward and you come to the scent border. The scent border is this intense haze of a stench that you immediately rush past, knowing that this is the scent border. It's just an acrid odor that makes your eyes burn and your nostrils just sting. And you push forward, and not soon after that, you enter a pine tree forest. It is a rather immense collection of needles that now grace your path. And you also get the sense that the path is fairly well traveled. You sort of rush forward, sensing that you're nearly there. And as you come to this little clearing along the trail, you see an immense pine tree in this small little round clearing. And you see that there are several mice working on the trunk of this tree. It seems as though they're putting some railings and a little stairway, as well as other abodes to sort of be added onto this trunk. And as you approach, you see that there is a little road and a cobbled stone trail that goes up into the center of the tree amidst its roots. And you see that there are 2 mice there, both of them heavily armored, carrying halberds, and pretty much immediately, the one on the right just shouts out, "Well, hey there! Welcome to Tapper's Point. How are you?"
Hey, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm pretty. My legs hurt actually.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I do this every day. It's tough work, but I'm a tough mouse.
Alright. Good on you for that.
And then he notices your guard's cloak and says, "Oh my goodness, more guard! That's great. What are you here for?"
I'm here to do a health check for the Empress, I believe. Like, just check on everyone, how they're doing. I believe someone here has an issue with their leg.
Their leg? Oh, not that I heard of.
And the mouse next to him lets out a long... And she sort of jabs her thumb inside and says, "If you're guard, you can go in. If you're here for an injury, you're probably looking for Pepperjack."
I believe that is who I'm looking for, yes.
Yeah. Just don't... You're not queasy, are you?
Not especially. I've seen
Oh
enough.
yeah, that was a mess with Pepperjack. That was awful. That fox just like ripped out his whole arm. It was nasty. I saw him when he came in.
Okay.
And Seaver says, "That's right, Blaze. That's right. So this doctor should go see him. I'll go take you there."
Please. That
Yeah.
sounds important.
That is important. Good luck.
Thanks.
Welcome to Tapper's
I need-
Barn. Have a good time. As he like waves at you.
I'll try.
And
I
you.
love them.
Oh man, I love that. That's my favorite part. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I have to find Toxic's cam, so bear with me. First try. There
Hi,
we go.
everybody.
First try.
Sorry
Hey, buddy.
about all the
It's
hassle.
okay.
All good, bro.
It's all good.
Ready. Now let me get you resized so we can get you ready. So we'll start with the man mouse half torso of the hour.
I am just gonna let you know that Ellie's right there next to his side.
Oh, always?
Always.
Okay. Pepperjack, how has recovery been for you, do you think?
A
Because the last time,
little
on
painful.
actually tell us what happened on the final spring session, in case people don't know.
So we had a little bit of difficulty with a fox, and Ellie kind of jumped on its back with a spear, but it was like either this fox gets some mousy meal, or it's gonna kill us all. And Pepperjack did a big sacrifice and just jumped at him.
And then
And just,
Ellie basically like legit just like rode the fox back to its den, basically.
Basically.
Oh my.
Look at
Oh man, that was perfect.
And Pepperjack ended up losing his arm.
Yeah.
Losing or tearing it off?
It's
Same
it's
thing.
lost. It's still.
I mean,
up there somewhere.
we didn't spend a player's check getting it back, so it's
No,
fair to
no,
say
it's-
it's gone.
It's gone.
I'm going to express some like questioning as to why they didn't attempt to look for it. But all right.
Well, the fox has it. You know, I didn't want to bother the fox again.
All
It
right.
was-
But so Pepperjack, you've been pretty bedridden, probably forcibly so by Ellie. Ellie, I'm assuming you've been waiting for his regen to heal over time, so you could try out that new gear that you made for him.
Out of this.
Really?
It's pretty good. That's actually
Really?
accurate, yes. a little bit like, yeah, now we just need some like tomatoes.
Oh my God.
Just pour some ketchup on it.
Oh,
No. Well, Ellie, over the past few days, you've been hovering over him, making sure he gets everything he needs. And the recovery has been going on well. Mikhail keeps modifying the new arm, because he thinks it's not the right length.
Right.
So I'm thinking, at this point, Mock, you, the one thing that actually probably has changed for you over summer is that I think that old Bernard is trying to get your help in trying to get some predator patrols going, teach people how to wear the new heavy armor that was made by Amberwind, and you being the heavy armor guy, or rather the sixth fighter in the community.
Right.
has sort of been trying to teach people, you can't just roll around with this stuff. You got to. How do you teach people to use this armor? I guess, or do you think Mock knows how?
Oh yeah, Mock would definitely have a good understanding about heavy armor combat. Instead of, well, the thing with heavy armor is instead of trying to be light and nimble and dodging around attacks, it's more using yourself and getting grounded, planted, stance. It's all in the stance and how you move and dodge around attacks.
I feel like this is sort of like a advanced yoga instruction.
Right.
So, as you're sort of doing this, you do get summoned to Quincy's office. But then, once you get there, you actually it seems as though you're welcomed rather quickly, a little too fast. Quincy seems to have a lot going on, trying to sort of manage everything that's happening in Tapper's Point, trying to turn it into a big town. And he sort of looks up at you and says, Mock! Yeah. Hey, you like the new office? And it's a new office. It's still got that pine fresh scent.
Very nice.
Great. So I've gotten the... Okay, I need you to do me a favor. I'm sending Pepperjack on a mission. He's been pretty bedridden for a while. But I feel as though it's about time he gets back to work. So, what I want you to do is gather up Pepperjack and Miss Ellie, and I want the two of you to go ahead and make a trip down south. We're going to be laying down the scent border pretty soon, so I'd like you to just go ahead and give me a scouting mission, because I really need to know what's going on down south. If we're going to extend the scent border, we need to know what's down there, and what's going to get in the way, in case it's like...
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, Gwendolyn is sending a doctor, I think. So I'm counting on you to keep them all safe.
Right.
I mean, it's summer. It's hot out there.
Right, there's a lot of people.
Yeah. Just bring this mission to them. I'm very busy. Good luck.
Awesome.
Yeah. Later. And he disappears into his office and closes the door.
Okay.
So I think the infirmary is going to be like somewhere on like the second floor. Now the first floor. It would have been on the first floor, I feel like, because of emergency reasons.
Right.
So you go down to the first floor, and you know that Pepperjack has his own little like spot that he has been in for quite a while. I feel that you'd arrive around the same time that Cedric does. This, what color are you, Cedric? A gray mouse?
I am a gray mouse.
You see this gray mouse in a navy blue cloak entering as well. You've never seen this mouse before. He might be that doctor that Quincy told you about. But Ellie and Pepperjack, you guys also notice that these two mice enter.
So Ellie doesn't really acknowledge because of the fact that she's still tired and hungry and thirsty. And so she is her sole focus right now is just making sure that Pepperjack, is comfortable and that he has everything he needs, even though you could tell her by her face over that she is completely worn out and quite possibly dehydrated and on the verge of collapsing herself. But she's her focus is still make Pepperjack just make sure he's okay is basically her primary
But yeah,
her primary objective.
Actually, Ellie and Pepperjack, go ahead and describe yourselves to Cedric. What does he see?
Okay, so Ellie is she's kind of young. She's 18. she's basically all the neutral colors combined. So she's got blonde or brown. She's got black, a little bit of like kind of like almost like a dusty red mixed in there. She's got some blonde streaks on her as well to kind of like highlight her features. And her cloak color is blue, but it's actually half of a cloak because she used the other half of it to tear it off to stop Pepper Jackson from bleeding.
Oh, yes.
So she kind of doesn't really have a cloak anymore, so yeah, there's that.
Pepperjack.
So Pepperjack is he's now not as fluffy as he once was. Maybe chubby. Probably lost a little bit of weight throughout the last few days.
Your arm.
Oh
is
yeah,
not-
the arm is gone.
The arm is
Normally-
not like you
definitely
lost
gone.
50 pounds. No.
No. But it's just like laying in bed and being bedridden and not actively like eating as much and
Right.
all that.
Forgot about that.
He's lost a little bit of weight. He's still a little fluffy, but he himself is a gray mouse with a little white underbelly, seemingly in pretty good spirits still, even though he's lost an arm.
Alrighty.
And he also has a wine cloak with like a little bit of like fox fur lining it, and he is also set out for a replacement cloak to be made for Ellie, lining the collar with the rest of his fox fur, and then whichever bit left of the fox fur as a gift for Noodle for saving him.
Tilly, Ant Herd.
Oh, that's
For
adorable.
little Tilly Antert, who
Oh,
saved his
thank
life.
you.
Oh my goodness.
So he basically just like gives away his fox fur.
Pepperjack is saving you some fox fur.
He's adorable, is what he is.
Oh, her face. Aw. Just like a bug eyes. But let's go ahead and get you guys together. So Owen, Cedric. Blah. This is what you see. What do you do?
I see him approach. I see a man in heavy armor approaching. And I say, "Hey, what might you be here for? I'm currently tending to this fellow who is in dire need of a lot of help."
I can see that. Well,
Oh, Liv. How's it going, Mark? It's been a while.
it has been. I've been on an extended stay with my family, so I've kind of been out of the loop of what's going on at Tapper's Point. It looks nice, by the way. Anyway, I was told.
You wear that empty space well.
Right. Was told, Pepperjack, that you're being set on a mission here soon, and I'm going to be accompanying you and the rest of the party.
I have an opposition to this because this man may need this gentle mouse may need a bit more time in the infirmary.
Okay, so Ellie kind of stands up and she looks over at this other mouse. She goes, "Well, you just got here, so I mean, I don't know what all you know about him, but I think he's ready for this mission. I mean, he's been in bed for the past I don't know how long has it been? A week, days, months?
It's been
I don't know.
probably like
but,
several weeks, like maybe like 2 or 3.
yeah, but
Taking a little cabin fever.
yeah,
I really
he's
need to
been
get
in
out
bed.
there
I mean, I may have said something, and she's like, at this point, she's like rambling on because she's tired and hungry and thirsty. Like she
Pepperjack's
does
just gonna
that,
give her like a little bit of water. Like, here, it's okay.
and she kind of just is like, "Oh, thanks, sorry," and she'll sip it and then realize she'll start gulping it because she doesn't realize how thirsty she's been. So.
But if you like, you can give me a once over.
I would
Feeling
very
pretty
much
good.
like that.
Right. So.
And I'd also like to
pretty
check
good.
the other members because they seem like they're under a lot of stress and could use a bit of help.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me let's do a healer's check for funsies. Let me see how good you are at this.
Let's see here.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll that a healer with that. Let me actually get it back up for you in case you need.
Oh god, it's been so long I don't even remember how rolling things work.
Copy paste that if you need.
Yeah, hang on. Da-da.
Oh yeah.
Da-da-da. Sorry, I break out into freestyle whenever I'm nervous.
It's okay. You're doing
Oh,
good.
Oh,
You're doing very good.
Healer 3. Okay.
I'm very impressed.
Okay. Oh, I already had it pasted. How about that?
Every game is desperately trying to get you guys to do things.
Okay. 3.
Okay. Yeah, it's just 3 unless you want to use a trait. If you want.
Nope, we're good.
All right.
Take a risk
Just
here. I
roll,
like
we're
it.
good.
Okay. How's it going? You got it yet?
Yeah, I rolled.
It doesn't look like you did.
It doesn't look like you did either. Did you hit enter?
I did. It says
Oh, there
roll
it is.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Just
Wow, it
delayed.
took it for a while. Holy crap.
All right, so that's not bad for 2 successes. I was gonna take this opportunity to show you how help worked. Does Ellie have healer, or are you
question.
learning it?
I think I'm actually learning.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Does Pepperjack have healer?
I have
Jack
2
does have
passes in
healer.
it,
All
though.
right, so I was going to take an opportunity and teach you how helping worked, because that's another big thing in Mouse Guard. Pepperjack could have given you like a +1 to your roll
Could
because
I?
helping dice, but I'm not going to do that. I was just going to use that to sort of like display, like, yeah, you can ask your mice for help if they're knowledgeable about this certain skill.
Right.
Okay, so
Noted for next time.
you get the sense that he probably is. You say for a mouse who has lost his limb, yeah, he's fit for duty. Pepperjack, was that your dominant arm?
No.
Oh boy.
Okay. So
Dominant
That
arm was
would've
his right arm.
yeah.
That would've been-
So you get the sense that you've seen worse mice. He can at least move around, and you seriously doubt it's going to hamper him unless you guys get to a big fight. And if you do, you have a big armored mouse to step in if possible. And from what you've heard, these mice are capable here beyond the scent border.
Alright,
That's really about it.
that's fair.
Yeah, the other mice, they seem
Yeah.
tired.
I was gonna say Ellie's looking a little worse for wear.
You definitely get the feeling that they're working very hard to get this town up and running, but it's definitely taking a hamper on their constitution.
Would I
Right.
still be? Would I be tired and thirsty and hungry and stuff? I've been on extended leave back in.
I think because of
Hell,
the rules,
where am I from?
Yeah, because of
I don't
the
remember.
oh yeah, because of the
Flint thrust.
rules, you'd be able to get rid of one of your conditions. You want to get rid of hungry and thirsty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Would Ellie be able to get rid of something or no?
Oh, you were you a part of the finale session for spring?
Yes.
Okay, then you probably got rid of the condition or recovered a nature point, I think. So you
So I
probably
got
already did that
the-
bookkeeping. So, what I need from you guys now is to write down some goals. That means you have to write a specific thing that you want to accomplish or ensure happens or does not happen during this session. As you guys go
Well,
on this scouting
Ellie's
mission south.
gonna basically just make sure that Pepperjack doesn't get eaten alive the session.
That's a good one.
Case, her goal is to protect Pepperjack at all costs.
Just Pepperjack?
Just, yeah.
I mean, okay, she's tired and she's hungry and she's thirsty. She only has one focus right now.
But what about me? Excuse me.
Oh boy.
Can you blame her? She's like about to collapse and like she.
No, I can't blame her for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Pepperjack, what do you think you would like to do now that you're back in the saddle, so to speak?
I think he wants to scout out something helpful along this southern mission. So maybe finding some kind of like maybe food source, like maybe extra food source. That might be not as dangerous to acquire from predators or anything like that.
Okay, that sounds good. So go ahead and write down discover a food source while I'm out and about. What about Mock?
Mock's goal is to lead the party on the scouting mission.
I mean,
Cedric, have you gotten one of yours set?
Sorry.
my main goal is one to get to know whoever I'm with if I'm going with them on a journey, and hopefully gain their trust, and also to ensure that no one dies along the way. You know, just the main point there.
No
a lot
big
of
deal.
no dies this session. Okay.
Mark's goal
No.
is to lead the party on the scouting mission and discover what kind of dangers are south of Tapper's Point, along with protect the party to the best of his abilities.
That's good. So, with that, what we'll have to do now is make a scout check. So one of you has to
Who's
step
got the highest
forward and
scout?
say, "This is my scout. It is the most available scout we can have."
Pepperjack has a 5.
Okay,
That's
does
what
anybody
Jack
here...
should do it.
Oh my.
Hey.
I
Where
have 2.
Goat?
had
Scout
two as
should
well.
be in the main skills that are already on your character sheet.
Yep. I got 2.
You got 2?
I do as well.
Alright,
So-
so it
Oh, is
sounds
this
like,
bad?
unless somebody else wants to give it a shot, it sounds like Pepperjack will be scouting for you.
Pepperjack with 3 helping dice.
Now, how are you guys gonna help Pepperjack?
Survivalist?
Now-
Wouldn't that work?
Oh, sorry?
Wouldn't survivalist work with scouting? In terms of fighting food?
actually.
Pathfinding.
Pathfinding
Yeah.
as well.
Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And then I can help. I'm thinking maybe. Hold on, I'm looking. Scientist? No.
Science
I don't
tells me
know.
to go this way!
Yeah. I was actually
Science,
thinking.
that way!
I was actually thinking
Well,
sectress
well,
to make sure that there's no
science,
like.
you could science a compass.
You with science you could keep track of direction, know what
Yeah,
kind of
you could make a little
landscaping is
compass.
good.
There you go.
I cannot believe this is happening.
Science doesn't
Or why?
Science does so much.
It's nonsense.
It's almost as bad as labor.
Survivalist and Pathfinder, sure, but science?
Science can't do everything, just like labor can't do everything. Okay,
But I can, and you just can't accept it.
Well, here's
says
the thing.
anything
Here's
in
the thing.
science, I vote
You don't
science.
have a compass, and not only
I
that,
can use the stars.
it is not nighttime.
Daytime.
Daytime.
I
That
wouldn't
star
disagree
right
with
there.
it. I can use the position of the sun.
Wait,
Actually, you know
Can
what?
I
That's
use-
actually a valid point.
Oh,
can I
no.
use a wise to help?
You could. See, this skill is more about trying to stay out of trouble and sort of understand your
I was gonna say,
surroundings.
well, if a wise was helping, I can use predator to wise to watch out for any kind of predators and make sure.
There's the broken
could-
skill that I want.
What is it?
I could use terrain wise.
I have
wait.
hidey hole wise. I mean, I could make sure that there was nothing dangerous wherever we were going.
I guess we all have the perfect wises for this
So
particular
we
check.
might as well just say we're all helping at this point.
Okay,
We
so
can find food no matter what. Nothing will stop us.
Pepperjack, you have, despite the looks of things, quite a competent patrol in their wises.
Even though I'm tired of thirsty.
Yep. So go ahead and give me your scout roll. Do you want to use any? This is probably going to be an obstacle. Gracious. Obstacle 5?
I have straw.
Yeah, so this is going to be obstacle 5. You have 8 dice right now. Do you want to use a trait or anything like that?
Yeah, I think he's going to use his I think he's gonna use his alert.
Alert. Very well. So that's 9 dice. Anything else?
I guess that's it.
Alrighty. Obstacle 5. You gotta roll.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh,
3 successes.
you can reroll those 6s.
You can reroll those 6s with a fate point.
I will.
Uh,
I will try.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that 6
Listen.
explodes. So you can roll that again for free.
go, 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 go.
You just need one more success and you got this.
Yeah, another 6. You
Oh
can
my
reroll
God,
that
dude.
one too.
Just keep
but-
rolling. Just keep rolling.
Just let's see what happens.
Just keep rolling.
Oh.
Just keep rolling. Just
Like,
keep
do we
rolling.
do we
rolling,
roll?
roll.
Pepperjack has a rough time, but he can still do it.
It's true.
God.
So, as you move along, south from Tapper's Point, you find yourself rather pleased with this journey. I would also say, Cedric, this is probably a very new experience for you. I imagine that moving past the scent border and now you're in this immense pine grove is just fantastic. I expect for you.
It's a good time.
Yeah. So, what do you do as you're traveling, guys? As you're using your wises to help the one-armed Pepperjack make his way south. Anything in particular, or shall I go on to the next bit?
I mean, at this point, Ellie's kind of struggling. And she's gonna be like, can we take a break, guys? I'm like super tired.
I can attempt to make something to help people out with, the tired and the hunger and the everything.
Yeah.
We should be alright here, I guess.
I'm just going to keep track of landscape, really,
Okay. You
with my
do that.
brain wise.
And not too long after, as you guys are taking this break, unfortunately you cannot recover from conditions during the GM's turn. That comes at the player's turn, but still.
I know, but
Oh,
I'm role playing the part.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh. So, after a little while, in this little nest of pine needles that you've sort of made for yourself, Mock, you do hear there is some rustling nearby, coming from the east.
Everybody shut up for a second.
Nobody was talking. But still,
Just making
but
sure.
still,
So serious.
yeah. So,
Pepperjack just got like a piece of cheese, like,
Yeah, and like Ellie just like looks at him like she's like
so
really?
you
It's dead silent.
dead silent. Except
just-
for
Hold on,
now-
shut up.
yeah. Now that you guys have sort of like you're like, well, why is he telling to shut up? Oh, it's that.
Right.
There is this rustling from nearby, and 2 mice come running across these crunchy needles, glancing behind them very nervously. By the way, as they get closer, these 2 mice are huge.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Owen,
Are they rats?
Cedric has not seen mice this big in the territories. They are massive. They are colored
Are these-
brown.
Do we recognize these mice?
I think Ellie and Pepperjack would have seen these mice at some point. These are
Yeah,
2
aren't? Go
Are
ahead.
these,
Yeah.
are these the mice that we saw when we set up that farm area?
Yes, these are the Mutter twins.
I was gonna say the
these are these
twins.
2.
Yeah, that we met. Yeah.
These are 2 of the 5 Mutter twins, and they are running towards you guys now that they have seen you, and sort of waving. One of them diving down into your little hovel as he breathlessly sort of says, "Hey guys, All right. How you doing? Gunner, what's happening? And this big brown mouse is sort of like running over to this opposite tree, and he's sort of like looking over there, very expectant, sort of looking out and saying, "Nah, not following. We're fine." And both of them are very like.
What are you talking about?
I just kind of point my axe at him and like, what the hell did you bring into us?
Yeah, I'm just going to ready myself.
I mean,
Ellie's getting ready.
Yeah, Ellie's got a hand on her sword, but she's like, "Oh God, what did you guys do now?"
I just asked like one of the other members. Do you know who these people are? These
We know them.
Okay.
They're supposed to help keep the wildlife from like basically eating each other alive, but apparently they didn't do that this time. And she kind of like shoots like a glare at them.
Oh boy.
They glare at you back, and
she's very irritable when she's hungry.
and they the brown one a bit more abrasive. By the way, these mice are wearing like they have donned this like really weird armor. It's like made of insect hide and some sticks and camouflage from the looks of it. But they're the brown one sort of looks over to you and says, "It's we just thought there's a badger is all."
A badger?
Ellie just kind of like goes like this, and then she looks back at me and she's like, "Are you kidding me?"
And the gray one says, "No, nah, I saw its droppings. Probably badger, I think."
And you let him back here?
Well, we don't know. It was just some rustling. We just got out of there. It was fresh. You know, fresh dung. We know our poop. It's okay.
Apparently.
Right.
Question
I'm not sure I want to know.
authority on the topic.
I don't know. You didn't see the poop or the badger. And you see the brown one sort of looks over and says, "Judder, he was around the crabapple tree, right?" And Judder goes, "Yeah, it was around there, probably nipping at him."
Crab apples.
Yeah, tasty.
Can I?
Gunner wanted some. And the brown Gutter leers at Judder, the gray one.
Okay, so.
Well, can anyone verify this?
I mean, Ellie's predator-wise, but she wouldn't know because she's been with you guys the whole time.
You probably could if you saw it, but unfortunately,
yeah, but she hasn't seen it.
You haven't seen it. You'd have to investigate the crabapple tree.
Yeah, let's go investigate.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Smooth, nice and low.
All right, you stay nice and low. You move along, and you eventually come to what looks like long, rolling hills in this south region. Very green, very hot, but you push forward, and as you're walking along, these two twins, who are different colors, are sort of like arguing with each other. The brown one's sort of like taking this stance of, "Are you sure it was badger? Could have been, I don't know, looked, wrong color." And Judder goes, No, there is a badger somewhere around here. I'm dead certain. You just
a little bit.
You just ran too soon. You didn't get a good whiff of it.
After a little bit, Pepperjack's just gonna like stop, and he's just gonna like look back at them really slow.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And Ellie
get
turns
eaten by
around.
a badger, because this is how you get eaten by a badger.
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, Ellie turns around. She goes, "Look, if you two don't cool it, I'm going to basically knock your heads together so hard that it's going to knock you into next week. So can it?"
I'm just gonna take a step back.
She gets very, very irritable when she's
guys,
tired.
if we're dealing with a badger, then everybody needs to shut up.
So,
You think?
here's
That seems to be a frequent request.
I mean, I was talking to the other mice, but yeah.
So here's what happens. You guys get to this crabapple tree. It's the crabapple trees are very sort of, they're not big bulky trees. They have big tops with long twisty branches and with these little like thumb-sized very colorful crab apples that just drop off the ground. They're just littering the floor underneath this crab apple tree. You see that they sort of dot the grounds around here, and you glance around and you don't see any predators nearby, but the gray fur Judder does sort of lead you guys to this one spot where there's this clump of crusted dirt. And if you want, you can make a hunter check to figure out what it belongs to.
I don't have hunter, I think.
I might have hunter.
You also have predator wise.
I have hunter.
You have hunter.
I do not.
Oh no, does Mock have hunter?
Do I have anything?
I do have predator wise though.
You could help.
I have
No.
predator wise.
So
I have survivalist.
that's So Pepperjack, it looks like you're rolling again. If you want.
Your hunter mark.
Yeah, do you
Scout, would that help at all? Because when you think about it, a scout would cover basic what is everything as well, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It should.
Ooh.
So what we'll do is Pepperjack, you're getting
Yes, no, maybe?
yes.
Or your picky froze.
For your picture froze.
4! Somebody clip it!
And get a
Or
clip
it's
of
stuck
that,
in
'cause
the-
that's really good.
That's a good one.
Really good.
It's the thoughtful 4!
Is it-
Oh, I
is
think
it
the
like-
stream died too. It is.
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks like. Yeah, stream.
He said internet
yeah.
is going crazy.
Oh no! We're all fine. It's his end.
I know. How much hunter do you have?
I don't have hunter.
Oh, you don't
I
have
have
it.
survivalist.
I don't have it
but
either.
no
I
hunter.
thought I did, but I don't.
All right. Well, I got it at 3, so
I guess you're rolling
I
again.
guess I'm rolling.
Oh, he's Jack, I think.
Oh, saw some movement.
Hello?
Do we have?
There he
Oh, I
is.
see some hair.
Hello.
I see the
Oh,
bow.
hi.
Yes,
You guys
Hi.
live.
Alright.
Oh, I think is stream back.
I'm back, I guess. You
Yeah,
guys
no,
are
you're back. I think stream is still frozen.
Stream's still
What
frozen? Should be back in
Looks
just
like
a
it.
moment.
That was weird. It was like every single one of us was good except you.
Hiccup.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're
Oh,
back.
stream is good now apparently.
Indeed. So we left off with Pepperjack, Hunter, and we were figuring out helping dice. I believe Ellie can help out with Predator wise. Owen, you wanted to help out with Scout, right? Oop, still there, Owen? Oh no.
He's muted.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Apologies.
there you
Sometimes
go.
it'll take me like 2 seconds. I apologize. Yes, I did say I would like to help with Scout.
Okay, so you're keeping an eye out as we're investigating. Mock, how do you want to help?
Survivalist?
Survivalist. Alrighty. I think actually survivalist right now, unless you want to like build them a shelter really quick. Because survivalist is more about like being able to hunker down and find water and other things to survive.
Okay.
Right now, we're trying to identify if there's a badger in the region.
Nope. Nothing.
Okay. You're just on guard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So go ahead and give me just a check, if you will, Pepperjack. I think the obstacle is creature's nature. I think. Let me double check because that's a sad thing. If it is.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
That's good news.
Alright, this is probably just going to be obstacle 3, maybe.
Sweet.
Alright.
Come on, Pepperjack.
Unless you want to also figure out if it's in the area. Or if it has a nest somewhere. Not a nest, but like a burrow or something like that.
We just want to know if it's still here.
Here is probably.
Otherwise, it's going to be obstacle 3.
Here is good.
Yeah.
Like, here is
Yeah,
good
here's
enough, I should say.
Good.
So I'd say just obstacle 2.
Alright.
Nice.
Just there. Just there. So, you give a glance around. You also inspect some of the diet of this thing, and you try to see if it has, any noticeable bits in there, and you get the gathering that it probably is. Oh, I forgot to give you helping dice from Judder, because he's the poop expert. That's what I have in the notes. Literally.
The poop expert.
Yes.
That's funny.
So, the Mutter Twins are a totally different bunch. I'm sorry.
They gave me an extra one.
Hey, you would have gotten the. So you could definitely tell this is at least from sometime earlier this morning. You expect. It probably made it stop here, picked up a few crab apples, and then waddled away. You don't know where, but you get the sense that it definitely was here. There is maybe some meat that it is munching on, but you don't really know. And then, Cedric, you are keeping watch, just sort of like looking around. You see near one of the other trees, there are 7 mice.
Oh. Okay.
Whoa.
With a big cart.
Alright.
And you see them picking up crab apples and putting them in this cart, and also slinging some around their backs.
Okay. Due to my nature, I'd say I would probably forget that I was with people and go like, what are these guys up to? And I'd probably go and ask. Are they really far, or are they...
I'd say they're only another crab apple tree array. It's less than it's probably less than 2 minutes away. You just have to jaunt over there.
I'd tell one of the members of the group, like, hey, there's some people over there.
It's probably best we shouldn't split up.
Yeah, let's all stick together. I mean, we can all go over there and at least warn them that there's a...
Pairs?
I mean...
Let's just all go over there and be like, hey, it's probably a badger in the area, so keep your wits about you.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, we also might want to, maybe steer the conversation to where these guys might want to take a hike.
Actually, the 2 Mutter Twins with you sort of give a nod and say, what are they wearing? What are they... Who are they? I mean, this is our... We've kind of established this as our territory, so it's best that we do sort of encourage them to move on. We don't need more... Okay. We don't need more country mice further east. That's bad. Bad stuff, though.
Let's find out, huh?
We can at least go check.
And a second later, you hear a horn. This long, low note from across the way, as some of these mice stand at attention and look in your direction. And they seem to all gather around, and then 2 more mice come from down from the boughs of the tree. And you see them sort of congregate. Do you guys start making your way over?
Yeah.
Can they see us? Like, are any of them looking at us?
Yep.
Yeah, they're alerted
yes,
to
they
our
all are.
They would probably wave hi.
Yeah, they know we're here.
Okay.
I'd probably wave.
Okay. They do not wave back.
We'll just start in their direction.
Okay.
Myself in front.
Okay, so Mock in front.
Ellie puts herself in front of Pepperjack.
Okay.
I'll be behind Pepperjack?
Judder and Gutter are also staying in the back. They're very wary. They want to sort of use you guys as reference size, so that when they see them, they can realize, oh, those guys are big.
Pepperjack just got his axe like over his shoulder.
You start approaching, and 3 mice split from the group, leaving 6 behind. They don't go far. But then they sort of just wait, not far from the tree, just for you guys to get close enough. And all these mice are very sandy colors, you realize. And every single one of them has their ears sort of folded back in these little hats. And you also notice that the hats are basically just long sacks that are sort of tied around the tops of their heads. And you notice that they're decorated with various feathers, and most notably, they wear this pendant of braided fur. And
Jack's just kind of like keeping his eyes like out, like around, looking for ambushes just in case.
Okay.
I can check for that.
Okay. I'd say the two of you sort of take a look around. Because you were helping with Scout earlier, you didn't see any activity on the plains of these hills, but these mice, it seems all of them have come down, but now that the 2 that came down to sort of inform what was going on, they went back up.
Into the tree?
Yes.
Okay.
Now that you're this close, Owen, Cedric can see some of these mice are armed with bows and arrows, others with thin little swords, from the looks of it.
Right. Are any of them drawn?
No.
In that case, I'm not wary of them yet.
Well, Mark is in a perpetual state of paranoia.
I'm assuming Ellie doesn't know
the difference,
about
so...
this.
You've never seen these types of mice before.
No, like, okay, so it's like she's not aware of the ones that have the bows.
Probably not.
What?
Since you're tired.
Yeah.
You're
She's
just focused on what's ahead of you.
Yeah, I think at this point she's kind of like focused on like those mice and like what they're going to do, and they're basically just going to be like, like that's her main focus, like that, and then protecting Pepperjack. I feel like at one point she's gonna like try and be all brave, and then it's like she's just gonna collapse at some point.
Mark is well aware of taking in the position of any and all visible mice, because
Yeah,
we are severely outnumbered right now.
Mock, immediately as you approach, it's pretty clear that these mice are very tense, and they seem ready to fight. But 3 of them
ready to be strung.
yeah. The 3 of them, the 3 mice have stepped forward away from the rest, and you see that there's this tall, tan one that sort of holds up her hand and simply goes, "Stop. It's fine now."
I tell everybody to stop.
I stop.
Good.
I stop, but like Ellie's just like kind of like looking at the small mice, kind of like with the like, who do you think you are kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious as to how they got all those feathers.
Yeah, they're pretty decked out.
I just keep steady, calm eye contact with whoever seems to be the leader, which is the guy who's like, stop.
They regard you for a moment. You see the 2 behind this lead one are sort of whispering to each other. You can't hear them. But this one in front says, "What is your business here?"
We are guards mice and friends from Tapper's Point on a scouting mission down south.
Scouting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What about What about those 2 back there? And the Meyer twins cross their arms.
They are just a...
They Jutter probably will go ahead and just say, "We live here. These are, where we live. Our lands, our trees."
Sorry.
Nah.
They are just acquaintances of the guards mice.
Pepperjack goes, "I can see. that your people are probably hungry, right?
She nods. You see that she's also wearing what looks like a shiny crow feather alongside what looks like a clipped swan feather has been sort of like attached. And she says, yes, we are also looking for delicacies, something to enrich both our palate and that of our mistress.
Who might your mistress be?
You should know, you wear her fur.
Ah. That we do.
Big Burn?
As she points at the fox cloak that Pepperjack is wearing.
You serve that fox?
I'm gonna serve a fox. There are many foxes in the wood.
So,
The one that I encountered was further east.
Yes.
We're much farther south.
It was somewhere
I
right
don't think
here,
this belongs.
I will say.
I don't think this belongs to the same one that you are thinking of. So we don't mean you any harm. And there's
She-
definitely plenty of crab apples around, but it also seems that it belongs to them. And I kind of motion back to the Mutter twins.
They give a nod.
Maybe a trade could be bartered here.
And then she gives a shake of her head and she says, no, over time, the mistress will have a taste for these. We will need all we can get. Lest she get.
Well, there's a difference between grabbing all you can get and then taking these and cultivating and growing more.
farming versus theft.
Or we could kill the lot of you and just go on our way.
You
Look
could.
at my dead body.
That's
I
kind
kind of tap Ellie and I go, you could. But then you would have all of Tapper's Point hunt you down, kill you all. Plus a weasel that we are also
Ah,
friends with. Many crows.
so
Can we all
that is
just
where
settle
Druda
down?
has gone then.
Oh, yeah.
She beds with mice from the west.
Okay, so at this point, Ellie looks at Pepperjack and is kind of giving him like, why would you tell them that look?
It's kind of like holding my hand.
I am very confused.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just gonna interrupt everybody, basically. Look,
Rude.
we are here solely to scout the land and see what's down here. Right now, we are of no threat to you, your mistress, your people whatsoever. We're just passing through. There's no need for threats of death or whatever. You be on your
Buck
way.
has a point.
We'll be on our way, and this can be settled in a more civil manner at a later date.
So this is a forestalling of hostilities.
Why does it gotta be hostile?
Why must there be hostility?
Because we are on honor orders to take back whatever prey we can capture. Though some of us will die, no doubt. We could take you lot.
Okay, I don't question that, but we bear no ill will, and we would rather just not.
And this is how soft Western mice are. You see me go, and she turns around to this younger Sandford mouse, who also has those two same feathers. None of the other mice out there have them. You see, they fear us. They fear.
I don't fear nothing.
Ellie,
But they do have bite.
There's a difference between being soft and being civil.
Well,
if
clearly
I
this one's
felt
not
the
being
need to,
civil.
I would battle you all single-handedly until I or all of you was dead. But I don't want to do that because there's no need to do that.
Bring it on, Mouse Boy.
Okay.
I take like 3 steps back.
So here's what's gonna happen. We need a check. It will have to either be something related to Persuader or something related to Manipulator, which is
I have persuasion.
I
intimidation,
do too.
lies, exaggeration, that sort of thing.
Heckler wouldn't work, would it?
Only if you're willing to barter with these people.
Which we wanted to do, and they were just like, oh, nope.
I don't know. You'd have to bribe them with something. Which is possible.
I mean, Ellie has survivalists, and she could potentially find good stuff for them, but I don't know if that would be considered a
It
barter, but
More like Harvester.
Who has
Okay.
persuasion?
Yeah,
I have Manipulator.
Yeah.
so.
Owen, do you have persuasion?
I have persuasion.
I have persuasion as well.
What?
Okay.
Persuasion what?
How high?
Probably not that high. Hang on.
Mine's at a 2.
Oh, I don't have persuader. Why do I not have persuader?
You.
I have persuader, it's at a 2.
Let me see.
Did I miss that or something? I might have. That's.
Yeah, you must have missed one of those. Yeah.
Oops, I missed
Oh
persuader.
no, you might have taken Haggler instead.
Oh, that is entirely possible.
Yeah, you might have taken Haggler instead.
That is not something.
I have
Can I,
persuader too.
real quick, can I change that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Cool.
I'm okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But who has the highest, or who wants to make this check? You will be the one speaking for the group.
It should be
Do
Ellie. So
I was
she
gonna
has
say, but do you really want Ellie to be
persuasion.
speaking for the group right now? I mean, let's
would
be
prefer-
honest.
So
I would
you're
prefer to
persuading
speak
them,
for the
right?
group, but I only have manipulate.
Yeah.
I don't have persuasion.
Okay.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I have persuasion.
You
Persuasion?
can speak with manipulation and try to.
Manipulator
Yeah.
encompasses.
I don't have
But
manipulation.
But you don't.
Mhm. My character, Mock, is not someone who would, at least, honestly, I feel getting by through truth and persuasion is much better in the long run than manipulator.
Well, that's also like manipulator is like the way they split up the skills is they have persuader over here, but they still want you to do like intimidation or the hard truths or the ugly truths.
Right.
That's also in that skill. It's not just lying because it's
Right, I know.
you're still manipulating them even if you're just saying
Yeah,
listen.
Right.
to
it's
me,
like
or
you want the
tough
same
guy.
outcome, but you're
You just
going
have
about it a different way,
Yeah, I
saying,
just have a different approach.
here's this bigger threat to worry about,
Right.
than just us.
Me.
Like, there's there's a badger in the area that maybe
Right.
you might want to worry about instead of just us.
That sounds like something that should be taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So right now you guys just need
So
all the
that might
helping
be a good way
dice.
to manipulate them.
And I was gonna say it might be better for you to do it rather than Ellie because
I
she.
mean, I only have manipulator too, so
Well,
I have it- I
my
have it the
persuaders
same.
too as well. So
yeah. So honestly, it wouldn't
Either
make
way.
much of a difference.
Pepperjack will make the check if you guys want.
I mean, Pepperjack's
I can
already
do
made
manipulator.
checks, so
I feel
no.
like Pepperjack would not be
I'll
the
do a
best idea.
manipulator check.
Okay.
Are you gonna do
He's gonna do the manipulator. How are you guys helping?
Do it.
Can I help him with anything?
What are you
I'm
helping
gonna-
with?
I can't help with
Can I-
persuader because that's the opposite, right?
No, you can,
Can I
still
do
help.
something?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
then
what do
I'm
you
gonna
want to
help
do?
with that.
Since I have hidey hole wise, can I see if I can see the entrance to the fox that they're serving, or that they're, under, like where it is?
Unfortunately, your scout help dice would also tell you there aren't really any burrows nearby, so you think that they must be traveling a hefty distance to get these apples,
Okay.
and they'll be delivering them back to the fox burrow, you assume.
Mhm.
May I ask them if they serve willingly or on purpose, or willingly
Same
or
thing.
Yeah, I know.
Or against
Did you mean to do that, or is it just, you wanna?
I would like to ask that.
This is going to be the last question before I, make the roll happen.
That's fine.
And this mouse, the older one, says, "We've served for generations. Luckily, mine has not been sacrificed. We have not made the same mistakes."
Well, would you be interested in coming with us to where we are? Maybe getting rid of this forced servitude.
Okay. That sounds like a conflict now. It's no longer a roll if that's what you want to do. It sounds like a conflict.
Manipulator.
They serve willingly. This fox, it says, we've served for generations.
That's a really good job!
If they were being ruled by fear, they would have left a long time ago. I think. Anyway. Okay, so...
That was my bad. If that's the case, I will take that back and we'll shut up.
No, I think it's okay if you said it.
No, it's just fine. Yeah, you were in character when you said that, right?
It's just you get the feeling that they have great pride in this.
Yeah. Anyway, so my 2 dice.
Gibbs.
Are you guys helping me with this?
I would hope so. How do you guys want to help? You're getting +1 helping dice from the Judder twins because they're also intimidating.
And me, because I'm helping with Persuader.
Persuader, how are you persuading them? What do you say?
Well, I'm kind of enticing them, persuading them that, look, she'll be like, hey, I'm a survivalist. I could potentially help you try and find some good food for your mistress, and in turn, you don't kill us.
Unfortunately, survivalist isn't about finding food. It's more about the lay of the land. And she sort of retorts back to you. Also, harvester is more about finding, food and wild-grown stuff. She retorts
could
back.
I possibly use my instinct for that, though?
What's your instinct?
Forages in the wilderness to make sure that there's enough food for everyone.
You could say that, but you would need a skill to back it up. But again, you can say this, but she would expect you to back it up.
Well, couldn't I... Okay.
And at that point, it would be
I was thinking that I could use my survivalist to back that up.
You could, but it's more of a harvester skill rather than survivalist. So you can say it, and I would allow the persuader because you would probably genuinely want to help. I guess. Does she? Does Ellie want to help them?
She doesn't want to die. Of course she wants to help.
Okay.
I genuinely want to help as best I can.
Even though she's
Everybody's kind of backing him up with manipulator.
Okay.
Just kind of nodding and saying.
With the same thing?
I'm allowing.
Only
Yeah,
one.
you can help once.
Okay.
One person can help with the same thing. That's the too many cooks rule. So go ahead.
So yeah, he's basically going to be adding in saying, "Listen, there's a lot bigger meal in the current area, and if we start fighting, we might stir it up. I mean, that's fresh badger poop back there. So, I mean, we can have it out, or we can just get whatever apples we need to do, and we just be on our way.
Wow,
We don't have this giant badger trying to kill everybody."
So 3 helping dice? What are twins?
Yes,
Ellie,
3 helping dice.
and-
Actually, how are you helping, Cedric? If you want
I can help with persuasion.
to. All right. What do you say to them?
You did call us soft, but I must say, if you're using me as your standard... Wait, this is wrong. Hang on. I am not good on spot, apparently.
It's still in character. It's still in character.
It's okay. It happens.
I'm an exception.
He's a special.
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, God.
You say that all Westmice are soft. It's not true. I'm the only one.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
I am the softest boy.
Oh, that's a cool.
I be soft like
I got
marshmallow.
that.
Do you want to do that?
I was just joking.
Okay. Okay. I mean, hey, it's your persuader helping dice. You can make it whatever you want. Otherwise, I think you are getting +4 thanks to the Mutter twins.
What? Wait. No.
And us.
Why am I the main persuader?
Oh no, not you, not you, Mock.
One for each twin?
Sadly, no.
Okay, that's fine.
They are acting as one unit. That's what
Right.
twins
Okay.
do.
Here we go. What's
Okay,
the
it's a
challenge?
versus test. She is also getting helping dice.
Of course she is.
Do you want to blow any community? Before I roll,
Oh,
which I was about to, do you want to
right,
blow
I
any
could.
persona points or traits on this?
what did
Persona points would be able to let you add 1 extra dice per persona point, and if you burn a trait, you can get a +1 as well for that trait if you feel it's appropriate.
can I use more than one trait?
I think it's only 1 per test.
Okay. I could use defender
Defender.
because I'm defending my party and guard, and
Any persona
Yeah.
points with that?
2 persona points.
Okay, roll 3 more dice.
Yeah.
So you got a total of 4.
successes.
She
Oh,
is getting
no.
ready to roll right now.
Oh,
So, what does that mean?
So we tied.
it means she wins.
No, not yet. Here's what happens.
Tiebreaker?
Mock, we are tied. 2 things can happen. 1, we roll again, but this time with our will, our base will. Or, you can tell me one of your traits works against you and I win. This would give you 2 points for the player's check. So one of your traits suddenly gets a little bit too strong and it comes out and it sort of makes you fail this test. But you get 2 more checks for the player's turn. Which is coming up, I think.
But I don't want to do that because if we end up fighting this group of people, everybody could be dead by the time that.
Might not get to a player's turn.
Here's
Ellie's
what I'll
gonna
do.
fight
Here's what I'll
for it,
do.
but-
If you fail, I won't have you guys go out into an all-out conflict because she also realizes it would be bad. Just the fact that you guys are rolling means she's willing to negotiate, but she's
Right,
making a
right.
show of it.
Mhm.
So if you fail this, I'm going to say you guys will be all angry, but there will be 1 more test for you to decide. It will not be an all-out fight. Instead, it will be something else.
So I could.
I mean,
we could.
I won't tell you
roll-
what though.
We can roll for will,
Yes.
or I could use a
fail it.
trait against myself. and fail
Yes.
it.
And then you get 2 players' turn checks, and there's no guarantee that you would win the will test.
If I win the will test,
If you win
I
the will
only
test,
get 1 check. one player?
actually no, you get no checks if you try to break this with will.
Are you able to use any persona points on
Yes.
a will check?
You will be able to use persona, fate, and traits for that.
Ellie's already all the things, so she's technically already angry because she gets
Come on.
irritated when she's
Come
tired.
out on
So
top. Could come out on top. It's a risk. But
she legit is like already.
we do got a community pool that you could draw from, and plus your own personal.
It's true. You could do that instead.
What do you guys think I should do? 'Cause I have 3
What's one
will.
more condition now?
You have a 3 will.
I have 3
You can tap
will.
your own. How much persona do you have?
I have 3 more.
You have 3
You have 3 more. You could tap your nature and add it to it. It would go down by 1 though.
I think I have 3 nature right now.
Yeah, so you'd be able to add 3 dice to your roll if you used a persona point to tap your nature.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So
Nice.
we are moving away from the burning a trait and moving straight onwards. Nobody can help with this.
And you got a community persona points that you can tap into too.
That's true.
I don't know
Do you
how many
wanna-
are in there though?
So,
Do you want
so I have my will,
your will? What is your will?
which is 3,
3 plus your
and
nature.
then plus nature, and then minus and then plus the persona point. Is
Yes.
5? Okay.
All right. Are we using the community persona point?
I just used my own.
Okay, so we'll leave the community ones alone for now. Do you think that's enough?
5 dice, hopefully.
She is also rolling 5 dice.
Son of a.
She's a smart
Okay.
cookie.
1, 2, 3, go.
No! No! Well, I might as well be angry. I already was angry.
You could do a fate point and get those 6s maybe?
Yes.
It's not gonna help, isn't it?
It's-
It would if he
If I
succeeds.
succeed both
If you
of
succeed
those,
on
we
both of
tie
them,
again.
and then one of them explodes. But if you tie, it's not I win. If you tie, I win. You can try to
Oh
use,
man.
Yep.
yeah, you
We're
can use one of
screwed either
the
way.
persona points for the from the community if you want,
Okay.
just to see what would happen.
To re-roll the 6s?
Yeah. So re-roll 2 dice.
No.
You got 4 successes. She got
Not gonna
5. That means she wins. All right.
You did a good show, man. You did a good show. It was a good
It's-
fight.
You pulled out a lot. All right. So here's what happened.
Now
coming,
I'm
here I
grumpy
come.
again.
Gosh.
Hey, I mean, Ellie was already grumpy, so
She's hangry.
she is very hangry, and it's great because she's gonna be even more hangrier now, and y'all are gonna have to deal with her. It's gonna be great.
Ellie,
Oh no.
have a Twix.
You're hangry.
You're not yourself.
Why?
All right. So here's what happens. You all make her some posturing, as well as some sense, and then she shakes her head, and she turns back, and she says, "Nico, what happens when we come back with no trophies?" And Nico speaks in a language you don't understand. And
Are we
she
all
nods.
angry now? Or-
All of you are angry.
Cool.
Do you already have angry?
No, but
Okay.
I mean, she technically already was,
Okay,
considering, you
true.
know.
And then she says, "We don't need anything big. If you have something to give, or at least you could fight. It would be an honorable one, though. We do not want needless bloodshed that we cannot return without showing we stood up for ourselves."
Well,
You
I'll
wanna
give you
fight?
something, alright.
No, hold on.
Ellie puts a hand on my sword.
Hold on.
Are you volunteering?
You and me, one-on-one.
I choose
I
my
will
second.
fight you.
She says, "I choose my second."
Who's soft now?
Pepperjack just smiles like,
Ellie snickers.
She looks back.
No, Twix, Ellie, not Snickers.
Jerry!
Snickers makes it worse. No.
Jerry! And you hear the other mice behind her start chanting, "Jerry! Jerry!" And the mouse who was whispering next to this one named Nico steps forward. You notice that she is wearing what looks like more furry, fuzzy little pendants. And Pepperjack, you realize they're all fox fur. She has about like 4 of them around her neck, and she is also red-furred. she's wearing on this sack hat that she covers her ears with this long bead of what looks like pearls, and you see that there are several colorful feathers woven into it. Some robin, blue jay, stuff like that. And she draws her thin sword, just gets ready for whoever steps forward.
Does Mox use the shield? Or is it just
I have a shield and an axe.
Shield and axe.
So then you'll get a +1, right?
Yeah, so what I feel like is because of your heavy armor, because of your shield, and because of your axe, you'll get 2 dice for those gear, and then I'm gonna go ahead and say you can get 1 success for the axe.
It's just an automatic success.
It'll be automatic success because
Yeah,
I'm kind
that's
of
what it says.
stealing from Burning Wheel here, and we're just gonna use bloody verses.
What if you drop the shield and Pepperjack just tosses you his axe and just says,
Oh shit!
Dual wield.
Oh shit!
Two wield.
I don't know. Do you want to do
Laura's
wield?
like, I did not
I'm gonna
calculate
try
that. I did not plan for
Pepperjack
this.
just tosses you his axe and he goes, just kick the crap out of him. Let's get out of here.
And just take my shield. It's large, not coppery, but copper colored metal
brassy.
shield, brassy, right? Colored metal shield.
I'll hold it for you.
Throw it into the ground. It stabs into the ground. I just grab Pepperjack's axe, my own axe, and I get ready. Just freaking all out.
Marcus, like,
All out rage filled. I'm gonna slit this.
Man.
We're all angry.
I'm gonna take
Yeah,
my
and Ellie's like, you
these
get him,
axes
Mock.
and drive them into this thing's skull.
All right, now she does take note. They have not said we are battling to the death, but they have not said they are not. So,
Oh, yeah, I'm going to. I shout to lead bitch. This is to the death, right?
there's a
Bitch,
curl
I
of
like
the
it.
smile, and says, typically to the pain. No. Typically, until one yields. If you're quick enough,
There will be.
maybe you
there
can
will
cut
be
out
no
her tongue
yielding.
before then.
So yeah, she means death, Mock. Because he dies.
As he physically
As he
dies. Yeah. All right.
My soda tried to kill me.
You cannot get helping dice, by the way.
That's fine. So,
Uh,
so just 2d6 and whoever wins.
No, we're just rolling straight up. This is a versus test.
It's like your
So-
fight.
So my fighter.
Your fighter plus 2 because of your shield and heavy armor. Plus plus 1 because of your heavy armor, and
Mhm.
plus 2 successes because of your double axe.
Double
Just
axe.
rolling with it. I will say
Alright.
you probably can use a trait for this as well if you want.
Oh,
You can't use defender.
Yes.
Oh, this is a wise though, not a trait. Fearless trait.
Okay, I am saying she is also using traits and wises.
Traits and wises.
Yes, she has a lot of dice right now. I'm not telling you how
Throw
many.
it all in there. Do it.
Okay. What is the slash command? I've gone over
Oh, let me
the saved.
yeah, let
saved
me
number of dice.
show you. Just copy and paste what pops up on your Roll20, the /R, just that entire thing, and put it into the chat bar. Do you want to use any community dice?
Community dice. Hell, dude, freaking all in. Yes, everything.
Oh, thank you for
Don't use them all. Don't use them all.
for the.
How
How many
Stone
do we have in the
through.
pool? How many do we have in the pool?
You have like 8 dice for the community pool, and I think 9 dice and 9 persona points and 12 fate points.
Wow.
Can
Holy
I use?
crap.
Can I
He's like
use
half of them right now.
2 community dice?
2 of the dice? Yeah, go ahead and use 2 of the dice. All right.
All right.
How many
This
dice
is
do you
for
have
Tapper's
now?
point honor right here.
Say again for?
How many dice do you have right now?
11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. He's going all out for this. Oh, I love it.
1 success.
I'm waiting for it. Alright, are you ready
2.
to roll?
Doesn't he get 2?
Ready to
No,
go.
you roll more
Alright.
than that. You roll your fight.
Right.
Let me roll.
So I have 11.
5
It's your
successes.
fight
Okay.
plus all that.
Are you freaking kidding me? He can explode that 6.
Use a fate
But I
point.
You can explode the 6.
But I get the +2 from the axes.
He
right?
gets 2 automatic.
Oh yeah, so 7.
7.
He wins.
7.
Okay, not yet, because she's going to use a fate point.
Crap, she's got 2 6s to reroll.
Yep, she's going to use a fate point. 2
Crap!
successes. She is also at 7. I guess it
You
comes
need to
down to
roll.
that 6. Do you want to use a fate
Yeah,
point to...
you need to reroll that.
You need to reroll the 6. Oh my gosh, you literally burned so many dice and thought you won even with those 2 extra successes,
Yes!
and then
Yes.
bam, fate point.
Yes!
Yeah!
And you
Keep
can
rolling!
explode it again.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, roll it again, roll it again.
Alright.
Oh,
So you only got
Nice.
1 over.
8 successes.
but
Okay.
hey, he still won.
So she got 7 and you got 8. So you're gonna win. This is pretty dramatic. So here's what happens. Both of you
Imagine
take your
epic
starting.
battle music.
Oh yeah.
We need epic battle music.
Oh man, both of you take your starting positions, and you can clearly see like she is getting into the mood of things. She's bouncing around. She's sort of twirling the thin blade around, getting ready, and she's sort of just studying you, trying to like find a way past your armor while she has time. Do you give her that
Hmm.
time?
Well, Mock is stationary. He just waits, watches, stays focused no matter how much she bounces around. Mock is just waiting for her attack.
Oh my goodness. So eventually it does come, and you realize she's wearing a gauntlet as well. This like long curled steel that goes across one of her arms, the one that's not holding the blade. And she sort of keeps darting in just to test you. Sort of like just bouncing the side of her blade against your armor, and you realize the blade's not sharp. It's got no like hard edges to it.
It's
but
like a fencing.
yeah, but
Mhm.
you imagine if she finds a gap, it's going in and
Deep.
out the other side.
All right.
So right now,
as she jumps in to stab or to poke or to whatever, I take the axe and where the blade comes to the hilt, there's a little curve. I get the curve
the guard.
behind the guard and pull her in. And as I pull her in, I take the axe and push it through her neck.
Oh, unfortunately, it will not be a death blow, because although if you got more successes, it would have been a death blow. But I get the feeling because it was only 1 success,
Mm-hmm.
you're probably only going to get some bloodied condition on her. She'll probably be injured, maybe sick a little afterwards.
Like
But-
it gets.
I mean-
Oh, yeah.
bone sort of spot.
Yeah, you were aiming for that quick kill, so you could just have that kill before she could yield. But you realize, even though she was caught off guard, her reflexes kick in quickly, and she bends her back just enough so that your axe just catches her behind the ear, and it sort of digs into the sack as she pulls away, clutching the deep wound as blood begins to trickle down. You also notice that she did try to find a gap while she was in close quarters, but the armor you're wearing is very new to her. She wasn't able to sort of figure out how it could be taken
It's the
advantage of.
latest model.
Oh. And she just tries to find a hole. And then, after that little close encounter, she drops the blade, holds her hands up with clutching the back of her ear. You see that part of it is sort of like hanging down. You definitely...
Nice.
Yeah.
Split her ear.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
And she holds up her arm and starts speaking a language that you don't instantly understand until she goes, Yut. Yut.
I understand that. And I kind of point over.
Yeah.
I
I don't understand that in any language.
Just as she says yield, I'm already in the swing. Pull off just before.
I'll just yell out, Mock! Don't.
It's just like
done.
An inch from her head, just like, soft mice and the mouse guard. Right. And I throw both the axes into the dirt.
That blow that you held back, she was willing to take it.
Good.
Because you see, beyond that, all of the mice have their bows drawn. And arrows knocked, ready. And,
Do we notice this?
yeah, you would notice it as he went in for that,
everybody sees it.
that next blow. They definitely armed themselves and were ready to just go at it. Until he stopped.
Ellie kind of like, looks around and like knows him. She goes, Mark, I don't know if killing her would have been best for him.
Well, it was in a split second thing. Pulled off and threw the axes to the ground.
Yeah, but
She
look
backs
around
away
us.
even further now that she knows that you can.
Mhm.
And you see this lead mouse sort of nods, still smiling, gives you a bow, very deep one, and says, "Looks like you are as soft as we expected. Not on the outset, at least. And we can respect that." Go about your business. We will skirt the edges, take what little we need. We'll search for greener pastures. But know this, the East belongs not to mice, but to Mistress Yerva the Red.
Well, if your mistress needs assistance dealing with her enemies or whatever, the mouse guard might be able to help you.
Mice aren't all
Should
that
you
bad.
need them. I just pick up my stuff, turn and walk, not even a backwards glance at them.
She sort of turns, sharp gesture, dismissive towards everybody else, and they load up the last of the carts. They start leaving. And Judder and Gutter, still standing there, give Mock sort of a clap on the shoulder, saying, "You know, we could have, between the two of us, do you think Judder would have..."
I don't.
Okay.
Just-
Ellie
No.
turns around, she smells the two, and she goes, "You weren't even any kind of help, so I wouldn't even be talking if I were you."
They helped.
They helped the initial roll. They gave him helping dice.
They helped.
She is angry, okay? She don't
Okay.
care.
But,
she is thirsty, she is tired, she's hungry, she's
But right now,
Lumberjack just kind of like tosses Mock his shield up again. Like, good job.
Let's finish this fucking mission.
right, you guys will be finishing that scout mission, just skirting around this crabapple grove and the rest of the hills, thankfully encountering no badger and no more servants of Mistress Yerva the Red. It is now player's turn. What would you guys like to do? Now, each of you have one check, that is one opportunity to make a roll to decide what you want to happen next in the story. So, who wants to go first? You can use this to recover from conditions, practice a skill, do something.
I'm pretty sure Ellie needs to recover some conditions.
Which one do you want to recover from?
I don't even know.
Oh no!
Now, if I want to practice a skill, that will increase that particular skill by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Does it carry over to all sessions?
It does.
Okay.
But once you level it up, you clear those passes and fails.
I think what Ellie's gonna want to do is she's gonna want to, like, cure her hungry and thirsty.
Okay.
Because I feel like, and I think she could do that using her survivalist. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survivalist 2 check.
Survivalist 2.
Yeah.
I know Pepperjack's gonna want to
Wait, what do you mean survivalist 2?
To find water.
Survivalist
You
with
need
a
to
challenge
accept-
rate of 2.
Yeah, you need to.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
Obstacle 2 is what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, wait, what?
I used my check to increase my fighter.
I think Pepperjack's gonna use his check to secure this crabapple tree. I don't think the Murder Twins need all of it,
Oh my god.
considering that we just got these guys off their back.
That. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wow. You had. Did you have any helping dice?
I don't know. Did anybody want to help me?
The Murder Twins will help you. Yeah, sure.
I can help you.
Okay. Good.
So you got 2. You got 2 helping dice.
Okay, good.
I mean, 1 success out of 5. Let's see if it's
yeah,
any better
that's
with 7.
horrible. How did that happen?
You get 2 more dice to roll.
Oh my
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Could I?
This cannot be Dark Spring level bad. This cannot be Dark Spring level fail. Oh no.
What results from that?
So if
Does
you
it
fail a recovery test, it lasts until the end of the next GM's turn. That's what I'm going to use. That's what I should be using for these, actually.
I mean, okay. Well, I'll take it as a fail on that track.
Okay. Hey, fails are required.
She's basically hungry. It's just still the same. So.
she's gonna be hungry for a while.
Damn it.
You're no longer thirsty, but gosh darn, you could use some Gap Croon right now. Don't sentient bow me, Abby. I swear.
Come on, Bay.
I need. What you were gonna do something with the crab apples, right?
Yes, Pepperjack feels that we kind of got these guys out of your hair. It could have been a lot worse for everybody here. So
Gutter nods. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna need some of those crab apples. Tapper's Point's in need of some. This could have gone a lot worse for you.
Actually, yeah. Do you want what sort of roll do you want to make?
I'm guessing probably manipulator.
Ah. Yeah, let's go for it. It's against his will.
He's not that great at it, but he's gonna give it a shot.
Well, listen, the Mutter Twins are not great either. They are going to help each other though because they're together. So hey, do you need a fail or a pass? To sort of level this up.
Either. I've never used.
Are you
it.
kidding me?
Hey, you cannot complain after the rolls I just had. No, okay.
Sentient.
Wow.
Abby, this is your fault. Sentient bow. I have the power now.
I'm
Me.
so confused. What
Bow.
is this?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. So am I getting helping dice?
I'll help him.
I can too. I have persuader. I can help.
Okay.
Manipulator.
Okay, so go right ahead.
Nice.
+2.
Okay.
Owen's still getting food, so we should be fine.
I'm at a
I don't know.
persuader as
Maybe I
well.
shouldn't say you'll be fine while I'm looking this bow.
It's fine, guys. It's fine.
Are you sure?
It's
Shut up. Shut up.
let me see.
Stop jinxing it.
I'd like to use my one arm for this check, and just to say, basically, like, listen, we've given a lot for everybody's safety here, and I kind of point at my lost arm.
Oh, you're right.
And it's like, and not only that, they're serving that fox. So think about that. Who do you want watching your back?
And I need that roll now to see how they take it. Yep, let's see how they take that one arm.
6. You got a 6.
I'm gonna use the fate point.
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna use one. Oh, come on.
I don't know, dude. You need like.
Are you serious right now? Sentient Bow is happening so bad right
I'm
now.
so
We gotta
sorry.
fail.
Hey, hold on. Owen's asking if he can all of his dice towards helping others.
I'll let you try one more helping dice. Let's see if that helps.
Owen,
Okay.
what do you want to use?
He'll
don't know
probably
if you can
use
hear me.
whatever he has, like Persuader. I think
He's got Haggler. He does have Haggler. We know that.
Yeah, go right ahead.
That'll work. There you go.
Okay,
Oh,
you
exploding
did use a
6.
fate
Keep
point,
going.
so let's see if this one works.
I did. Oh my goodness.
You needed just one more success.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Tied.
Okay, so we're tied. We need to roll
We're
our
tied.
will. Okay, I only got one success.
That's not too bad for Pepperjack. He's got 4 dice for Will.
It's not even the pearl bow. This is the red bow. This is what I wear for Writhing Moon.
Why does that not make me
Come
feel any
on.
better? That makes me feel horrible.
Purity
It's
pearls.
taking so long to roll. Why?
Why is it taking so long to roll?
It's roll 20
Oh, and
Oh!
you got 2 6s too.
Okay, so the Mutter twins, these country mice who don't know like the cost of the mouse guard and what they usually. This is their first like real interaction with you guys. Is Tapper's point, but
Yeah.
they look at you and you've changed so much from what they initially met. And Gutter and Judder, these two twins, look to each other, and honestly, they look a little sheepish and ashamed. And they nod, and they say, well, Judder, the food expert, he says, well, yeah, you can go ahead and take a few of those. But, you know, we Mutter twins, we really, respect folk who stand up to some of the bigger predators around here. Would you wouldn't mind coming over to our burrow sometime, tell us how it happened?
You know what? For you guys, you got it.
Thanks, we got a new little one that we need breaking in. I tell you, Dudder's one mean kid.
Listen,
Could
if
use
you
some-
need some morale,
Yeah, you could use
tell
some
him that
humbling.
story, or you could tell him the story of how Mock just wiped the floor with that fool back there.
Oh yeah, you guys, you're going
He
good
owns.
places. We appreciate it.
He kicks some butt.
All right, so you are. I'm gonna say if you guys want to snack on those, you can eat some crab apples to get rid of hungry and thirsty.
Yes,
I will definitely
thank
bring.
the Lord.
I will bring Ellie some.
Because that
Thank the
tiebreaker
frick-
was immense.
Thank the freaking Lord. Oh
So,
my God.
Mock, what do you want? Oh wait, Mock, did you already? No, Mock, it's you have a player's turn check. Owen, Cedric also has a player's turn check.
I thought I used my check to increase my fighter. by
Fighter.
1.
Who do you want to fight?
Hi. I live.
Oh.
Do I
Yes,
live?
Owen.
I
Alive.
live? The mic is alive.
Have you? Do you?
Girlfriend maybe lives. Maybe.
Maybe.
She's now giving me the bird.
You deserve it. But now it's
Oh.
forgiven. So now
Continue.
everything's perfect.
So what is happening? Oh, now she's double flipping me. Okay,
Oh,
what is
no.
happening? What have I missed?
Okay, well here, maybe
from
you
everything.
can succeed in the player's turn and win back some favor. So Cedric has a check for the player's turn.
Okay.
What you need to decide is what you want to happen to Cedric in the story. What do you want Cedric to do now that there's no more danger, there's no big threat? You can use this to recover from conditions, which you do have angry right now. This
How do I have angry?
You do have angry. This
Everybody
encounter
got
has made you
angry.
angry.
We all got angry. It's
We
okay.
all do.
So what you could do, you could use your check to get rid of the angry condition, or you could do something else.
No, I'd rather. Can I help the others? That's my thing. Is I'm not so I don't care so much for myself as I can the others.
I think everybody. Does anybody have injured?
Nope.
Okay. Does anybody have sick?
Nope.
Okay. So right now they look fine. I think Ellie is still tired, but beyond that, everybody has eaten. They found some water. They've talked to the Mutter twins, and Mock is not dead.
Yay!
So they're actually okay.
I'm actually very not, which is nice.
He is awesome.
Very not dead?
Very
not
good.
dead.
Oh.
He kicked ass back there.
I almost split someone's skull open. That would have been.
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean,
I was so ready for that.
I
He wanted to too.
I so wanted to.
So, I will attempt to... This is... Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, girlfriend is messing with everything. Like, hitting every switch, pressing every button, and making this hard.
It's worse than cat.
So now ignore her, apparently.
It's worse than my... Oh man, where's Moxie?
Where's Moxie?
Where's Dreamcat when you need her?
She's on the fridge.
Okay. She's on the fridge.
Yes.
She would be on the fridge if she could.
I mean, you wouldn't have to move because, you know, it's the fridge.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Oh,
you
I
said
have a
you
nugget?
wanted to help somehow.
Oh, give me the nugget.
I'm trying to
Do
progress.
something.
Oh, hi, cat. Oh, I love him. Or her. They're great.
This is Nugget. She does not want to be here.
Oh,
Noodle
Sorry.
gave her
That's
to...
not
Why did
Moxie,
you
that's
give me the
Nugget.
cat?
Nugget is great.
We need to roll dice. What are you doing, sir?
I would like to roll dice, but okay, I'm going to roll dice for attempt to not get angry. Not be angry, rather.
Okay, so I need you to roll your will. What is your will?
My will, oh my god. Sorry. My will is... we're having a good time.
Of course we are.
Let's just reiterate. I'm having fun.
You're going to like it.
Mastering your anger requires an obstacle 2 test.
Okay, obstacle 2 test.
Ooh.
Hang on. Let me check my will. Where's my will? It's 3. My will is 3.
Do you want to use a trait to help you?
Well, aside from my, like, inherent cheer,
What?
I mean, I'm not going to disparage you if you do that.
what?
No, nothing.
What is happening?
So here's the thing. You have generous and extrovert. I think
Yeah,
if you just talk about your problems with extrovert,
Just
you
talk
could
it
get...
out. Talk it
yeah.
out, man. Just talk it out.
So
Yeah,
what I think you should do, Owen, is roll 4 dice.
I will
With-
roll 4 dice.
Yes, because your will is 3, and you will use your extrovert trait to give you a +1, because that's really all you need. You just need to get to know the people around you.
Yes!
Stop being
Tell
angry!
about yourself.
Oh my god!
Everyone just completely ignores him.
Shut
Not even
up,
responding.
Cedric!
I think all 3 of us are just looking at him.
Someone clip that, please, for the love of God.
Shut up, Cedric!
Oh, please. Oh, please.
Oh,
Like,
And just
no.
imagine,
Shut up, Cedric.
and just imagine
Please,
everybody
someone
looking over
clip
and being
that.
like,
Oh god, oh my
Oh
god.
my God, that was
We all 3
beautiful.
of us have the same look on our faces,
my
just looking at him
heart
like, ugh.
Oh my god, I need...
Can I get sad as well as angry?
I didn't want to know why I was laughing so hard.
Angry, sad.
Sangry.
I was trying to picture
Sangry.
that in my mind, and I could not.
Okay, so here's what happens. You're still gonna be angry.
Okay.
But you get a fail on your will. So make
Now
sure you
you're
mark a
injured
fail
also.
on your will.
Grand, will do.
Woo!
Where's the will?
His soul is injured on that one a little bit.
Check the injured condition.
It's emotional injured.
Okay, so here's what happens.
My heart.
It's hard.
Your life was threatened, like, in, like,
Oh,
you feel like you don't know how to shake off the sensation of, that could have ended badly. I'm in the wild country. This is not my home.
I I need to be home.
I don't know these people. They showed me badger poo. That was scary.
Whose voice now? Like, what is this voice?
This is my Panera Bread training voice, don't you know?
I should be at home.
I should be at home. So, you fail. You're still angry. You can recover from that when you play again. Mock,
Okay.
I remember that you wanted to do some fighting. Unfortunately, you have fighter 6.
Mhm.
That means you can't get any more fighter. That's the
Really?
max for mice.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
you are maxed out on fighter. What else do you want to do?
I am the best fighter.
Do you want to try to be not sangry? Because
Oh,
you are.
I don't mind being a little angry. That's kind of Mock's thing. He's always angry.
I was gonna say, Mox always like angry with the world. I think Mox needs a Twix.
I love Twix.
I can
The
tell.
right or left?
Oh.
That's segregation for. I don't approve.
Oh damn.
I don't put my. Oh no, we lost. No, we lost.
He froze. He'll be back.
Bye.
Just disappeared, gone into the void.
Oh my god, Gibbs has to
All
clip.
of them, like, what just happened?
Boss, Gibbs, can you private message it to me so I can post it in the chat?
I
Actually,
think
yeah. As a mock, as you figure that out, guys, how do you get clips? Like, I've only made one.
It was.
There's a little clip thing in the bottom right of
Can
your
you
screen.
is there like a collective of clips? Oh yeah, there is. I think.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, it should be.
Alright. Well, Toxic, what would you like to do?
I think I'm going to. I don't know. What
Oh,
other,
there's a lot of clips.
what other skills are there? Like, I don't know all of the skills.
I don't know. What skills do you have?
Fighter, Pathfinder, Scout, Survivalist, Angler, Laborer, Carpenter, Manipulator, Stone. I have a lot of construction skills. I just read. I have like
Stonemason?
Stonemason, Carpenter, Laborer. Can I get a new Wise? Is that a thing that can happen?
I don't think in the second edition Wises can happen. By learning them. Because they're not skills anymore.
Right.
It's like
Can
something
I-
that's possibly granted if.
Can I increase like my will health? or
Yeah,
something?
you could, actually, right now, you could try to recover from Angry, and that would get you a check for increasing your will.
Sure.
Okay, so you just need to beat an Obstacle 2 will test. Do you want to use any traits to help you?
Do it.
Sure. Can I use Defender to do that?
You already used Defender.
I mean, I have Defender, Bold, and Fearless. Those don't really help with me chilling out. Actually, chilling out is counterintuitive to all of that, I think.
I don't know, it depends on how Mock stops being angry, I guess.
I think for Mock, it's really just a high output of rage until
no.
it's done.
He just screams.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Oh man, you could use Fearless in that case because you don't care who the fuck hears it.
I don't care who the sees. I'm just gonna
That's okay.
take
but,
my axe
Oh my
and
god.
smash a tree.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good.
Smash the tree. Go ahead and roll your 3 dice.
With +1 because
Oh
of
yeah,
the trait.
+1 from Fearless. And then we'll end the session. Oh dear.
I don't know why I did that.
To
What
the
the?
/R.
14.
Oh, cause yeah, you didn't do /R.
But it actually shows me what you rolled. You did get 2 successes.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, you can
Nice.
mark that as a success. You got 1 pass, and you're no longer angry.
Woo!
Lucky
Alright.
you.
So from that, you guys will return to Tapper's Point, and you will go forth with this little encounter to be reported back to Quincy, or Guard Captain Arabelle, and the rest of Tapper's Point, it seems. That is our session. Owen, thank you for playing for the first time.
Heck yeah!
That was awesome. Very
you
fun.
did great.
Welcome to the Mouse Guard.
Yeah, you were awesome
Thank
too.
you very much for having me.
All right, but before everybody leaves and has a splendid evening, we have to do one last thing, and that is to give out awards. So, this is the point where we look at what we did this session and say, did we do these things? Let's make sure we did them. You get fate points and persona points for these, Owen, so make sure you're looking at that section of your character sheet, okay? We're starting with fate points. If you played your instinct, if you think that your character reacted according to that belief or that instinct, for either of those, you get a fate point for each. So what do you guys feel like?
I think I did my instinct,
Okay.
I definitely followed that.
but I don't think I did my beliefs, so...
I think I got like half my instinct. I didn't
What-
really
should I
do
do
a
my
victory dance
So what do
because
we
I was
get for
angry.
instinct?
I don't. Yeah, you did your instinct because you looked for water for everybody.
But I did look out for my party.
It's true.
So
Oh,
I kind of like tossed him an axe when I needed it.
Owen, how about yourself?
I think I did. I looked quite often for like holes in places. I was like, "Where's the fox?" or "Where can I go in the travels?"
It's true.
So is that a fate point or a persona point?
Fate points. One for belief, one for instinct.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
And now, did everybody accomplish their goal?
Mhm.
I did.
I did!
Nobody
I
died.
didn't. I got my heart
No,
broken by the group.
Oh,
no!
what?
They
I
need
was
to
trying
make,
to express how I felt.
there needs
and just
there needs to be a condition called emotional injury.
Yeah!
Emotional.
Ellie would totally probably have that right now.
My heart.
Oh, gracious. Well, from there, we are going to move onwards. You get a persona point if you did get your goal accomplished. If you
I
didn't
did.
accomplish your goal, but you worked towards it, you would get a fate point as retribution.
Yep.
So that's probably for a good thing for Cedric. If you feel that's appropriate. We have
I definitely did that.
3 awards that need to be decided. First, we need to decide who's the most valuable player, and then we need to decide who's the workhorse, who did the most roles, who really got the group moving. But we also have to find out who did that one role that really made the session a big success. What do you guys think?
I think Mock gets 2 out of the 3.
I think MVP for Mock for sure.
Yeah.
MVP
yeah.
for Mock, doing that, both of those roles for that conflict, actually.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, so Mock, you get the MVP. I'm gonna
So what is
say Pepperjack would probably get the workhorse.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
you
because
did
he
the
did do most
scout
of the persuading.
and you also did the hunter.
Yeah.
For the poop.
So, yeah, I
That's
agree
right.
with that one.
Where'd the- So what are those?
Those are persona points, one for each. So you get one, and so does Pepperjack.
I have
And
so many
then-
persona points.
I want everybody to take note of what happens next because it's very important. This is a very important award. This is so important that I have to tell you it's very important. This is
Okay.
the Embodiment Award. It is for the mice, the players who really embodied their characters. And it sounds like every single one of you, at one point, did some fantastic role-playing. So we would like to just give you 1 persona point to each of you because you deserve it, and gosh darn, I'm very pleased to have
I have
You have so many, don't you?
so many. I have 11.
Wow.
Yeah, start using
Wow,
them.
Gibbs.
I
She's
know.
beating you. She's beating you.
I'm hoarding them. I'm hoarding them.
She's hoarding them. That is our session tonight. Let's take one last check-in with our players. What do you think of Mouse Guard? What do you think of this particular session? And Owen, as a new player, what do you think about the game you just played?
I think it is awesome and a lot of fun, and probably better if you're better at it on the spot than I am. I'm kidding. It was good. It was a
You
lot of
did
fun.
good. No, I was really
I-
impressed.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Great. And really, Mouse Guard is one of those games that I feel is one of the best role-playing games to sort of get people, I guess, out of those hang-ups. Yeah.
I think it's good to start them if they're like a beginner to D&D, because it's so much easier to learn than D&D, and it's so much more fun because you have that role-playing aspect to the point where it's like, you know, you have to explain your actions rather than, you know, in D&D, you basically are just like, I'm doing this, you know, and then you do it, and then there's an outcome, whereas this one you're like, you know, I'm doing this because of such and such, and it's like, well, if you do that, there's a consequence, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of
that's why I like
consequences, we had so many tight rolls tonight.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Down to the
Oh
wire.
my god.
Yeah. It was
So
like,
I was very pleased.
yeah.
Beyond
The
that,
structure,
what do you think?
the structure of this system is so pro role play. It's great for people who are new to tabletop because it ingrains that role play into people as part of the game instead of an optional kind of, oh, we're gonna have fun with it. I love it.
Yeah, I have to second that feeling for it as well. It's really let me get my arm out here. It's really
You had your arm in your shirt.
Yeah,
right,
he did.
you had it in the
Yeah,
entire
he
time.
did.
I did. I stuck with it.
Wow.
And that's another good thing too. You know, the whole role playing aspect of it too. You know, you can be as real as you want it to be.
Next session, Vincent chops off his arm.
Not that
Healer
bad.
check.
Not that bad. But
Fighter
yeah,
check.
this,
Double axes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this system lends itself toward a very good just part of role-playing games in general, and that's the actual role-playing part of it. It's a very important part that I think a lot of people miss out on. And much like he said, you know, some games think of it as optional. I think about it as like, you know, you get in what you put in.
Exactly.
You know, you get out of it what you put into it. So Mouse Guard tends to lead to that, I guess, a little bit easier than most in that it's a very team-oriented type of game.
Oh yeah, this is a game that there's no tavern. You're literally here's your character. You're a Mouse Guard. You're gonna save everybody.
Yep.
That
Or
voice again.
everyone will.
Or you're gonna be eaten alive. Oh man.
You know, that's
or
another
partly.
thing too that I like.
Or partly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one
right?
thing about Mouse Guard, because sometimes it's especially with new groups, it's hard to sort of gel into the patrol and be like, well, not the patrol, the adventuring party. Like, oh well, I have this deep backstory. I don't know these people. How do I deliver my backstory? Here, you're in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's-
not to disparage the other, you know, tabletop role playing games, but I feel like this one, you don't have to work as hard for the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, like
Right.
with this
That's
one, I
the thing.
feel like I'm having fun, and you know, like I'm not to say that I don't have fun with D&D, but I feel like half of D&D is only like half fun, and it's half like trying to do math, trying to worry about what's gonna happen to the other players, trying to worry about what's gonna happen to your player, trying to figure out what your next move is.
I level
Yeah,
up.
you know-
How do I level up?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do I level up?
'Cause
You
then
know, like, oh, what do
when
I
you
get on
level
the
up-
next level?
Like, what spells do I get? Do I get those spells every day?
Yeah,
Whoa! And just
yeah.
Um,
And Abby provides a good point too. Like, you know, we put in so much that it's fun for the audience to watch too. And like that's what I like too, you know. And you know, I'm not saying that D&D doesn't do that, because it does. You know, you get involved. But I feel like Mouse Guard, it's a lot easier to get involved in the characters and to actually become attached to them.
I
And
think as
you know,
far
like
as,
when something
yes.
happens, like when something happens, like it you know, like it tears at your heartstrings. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that D&D doesn't do that, but I feel like with Mouse Guard, it's just a lot easier,
Yeah.
you know, to get involved and, you know, to get attached and then to feel those emotions, those same emotions. I mean, freaking saw that I cried the last session.
yeah.
Like, that was not okay.
I'm so sorry.
Like, the fact that happened, like, just shows how invested we are in this, you know? And, like, how much we appreciate not just the chat, but you too for, like, you know, we wouldn't be here if you weren't such a great DM. You know, we also wouldn't be here if there wasn't such a great audience watching us and cheering us on, you know, and getting so involved in these characters, you know. So we appreciate you guys, and we appreciate you for it, because you're an awesome DM.
Well, thanks. But speaking of our audience, if you would like to play Mouse Guard, if you want to actually get knee deep, mouse deep, paw deep, tail, everything in this wonderful system, by all means, come join our Discord. We would love to have you learn this fantastic game. And not only that, we'd love to have you join Tapper's Point and make a mark on our lovely community. You can come right on stream with this fun character we'll help you build. Beyond that, I would be more than happy to have as many people learn this wonderful system as I can.
Yeah, and just an FYI, like, we're not, like, this isn't a set cast, you know, like, just because you see, you know, Vincent and I pretty much on here every single week, that doesn't mean, you know, that we're always going to be on here, number one. Number two, like, we're more than willing to step back and let you guys play. If you want to play, just let us know. Like,
it's a big influx of new players. You guys all got to experience this. Like,
you got make sure, you know, join that Discord. Make sure your voice is heard, because we want you guys to experience the fun that we experience, you know, every week, you know. And it's not a big deal at all if you guys take our place, you know. Like, we can totally take a step back if we need to, you know, and let you guys experience this, you know, because we want you to have as much fun as we're having. So,
and also on top of that. Wait, no, not. Oh wait, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's just go ahead and call it an evening with a fantastic raid. I'm also gonna drop in this lovely little coffee link, just because decaf is not good for running campaigns. Regular coffee is, which I do not get the luxury of. So if you want to support me in the spare time when I'm not streaming, or if you have, you know, $3 that you found in your pants when they went through the dryer, I don't know.
If you want to buy some coffee, here's the donation link.
Dramatic pause. Some coffee. You know what? Let's find someone who we adore, and let's send them our dearest love and appreciation.
Abby wants to know if you're drinking regular coffee.
I am actually drinking delicious tea. Surprising, isn't it? I'm trying to cut back on soda so I can...
Tea is
My goodness, I'm trying to find people that I want to have most helpful, friendly relationships with. Let's see. I think I might want to drop off at Laugh Love Lindy, because she's playing some...
I was to say, yeah, she's on.
Yeah, she's DMing some Out of the Abyss, and you know I love me some Out of the Abyss footage.
Well, I'm not allowed to watch that, so...
Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Come on Friday, guys!
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna drop the raid link for Laugh Love Lindy! And I want you guys to drop in with that /me. Show her what the Possum Posse got. Because gosh darn, you guys are the true heroes. But yeah, I really hope you guys have a good night. And I'm sorry that I'm facing this way forever because I'm doing chat things in the chat. But you know what? I think you guys are great. And I hope you have a good night, okay?